Hello, my angels. Hello, hello, hello. I hope I find you fine, that everything's going your way. I know every day isn't perfect, but I hope you're doing good. This is Light Over Darkness 33. I hope that all your wishes have been coming true. You know, we're in this 2020 now. Hey! And I hope that it's bringing you good fortune. I'm praying so. Listen, today I want to talk to you and ask you a question, actually, but I'm going to talk on it. Do people bother you? Do people bother you? Now, I'm going to talk to you from different aspects on this, and I'm going to talk to you from my aspect on it, okay? So let's go. Sit back and grab you some water or something, and let's have a chat, okay? And I hope I'm talking loud enough so you can hear me. Okay. Do people bother you? Have you ever walked past somebody and felt fear? Have you ever walked past somebody and felt happy? Have you ever walked past somebody and felt anger, or just a dark spirit? That's because those are spirits. And because they're probably not from the same atmosphere that you came from. I'll let you take on that. Yeah. You know, we all are made of stardust. And there are different stars, and there are different planets, and all of that. And the planets were in the sky before the earth was down here. Now, when the earth came down here, where we were at, there were so many people from so many different places. And in that, saying that, we all are not alike. So when you meet people who have the same stardust as you do inside, what is stardust? It's the dust from stars. Dust from stars. Okay. Star seeds. Stardust, star seeds. It's all the same. So when you meet people who are made of the same things that you're made of, your DNA, you tend to agree with them, you know. It's like a meal. You know, you can't make two things that don't match together. If you make meatloaf, you're not going to put well, you could put macaroni with it, but you wouldn't put something that is bitter with it, like some mustard greens, something bitter. If you're going to make something, let's just say, make it easy. If you're going to cook something spicy, you're not going to put something too sweet with it. That's too much taste buds going on with your taste buds. It's too much. So we as people have different spirits. And I can tell when I run into someone that's not cohesive with me. Generally, it's women. It's women. And I used to think when I was younger that it was because of jealousy. As I've grown older, it's not jealousy. Used to think it was because of what I had. It's not that either. Used to think it was because of the kind of guys and husbands I had. Wasn't it either. They just didn't like me. and it can happen either from a long relationship or a short relationship, or just in passing. And I'd like to know if any of you have ever felt this feeling. You know, you walk past somebody and they just turn their nose up at you. They don't even know you. Or you go to work and meet new people and automatically they sum you up. Don't even know you. You go to the grocery store. Someone purposely runs their cart into you. They don't know you. But these spirits are attacking you. And it's because of your work that you have to do. See, you're light workers. We're light workers. We have a job to do. And the enemy's job is to stop us from doing what we have to do. That's why things happen, to try to deter you from what God wants you to do. Now, every time that happens to you, this is what I'm going to start doing, because I've been dealing with this a long time. I'm going to say really loud to them, God bless you. Let's see how that happens. Somebody bumps into you in the store. Don't say excuse me or anything. God bless you. What they gonna do? Turn around and look at you like, oh, thank you. Like they had never heard the word God. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because there are demons down here as well. See, when the fallen angels fell from heaven, God put the main one out. And he brought his crew with him. It's in the Bible, look it up. He brought his crew with him, right? Him and the guys came on down here. You know, they were giants and whatnot, and cyclops and different things. You know, and angels, dark angels and things like that. When they came down here, they weren't happy. Neither were their seeds happy. First thing they did, went into the women. Went and had intimacy with the women so they can have children. And their children's children can have children. So, again, it's still a fight between good and evil. So, I deal with this all the time. And my husband often says to me, you just don't like women. That's not true. I love my sisters, who are my sisters. But everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like what you do. And everybody's not going to like what you say. But it's our job to keep going, keep fighting the good fight, and let no weapon formed against us prosper, because we are children of the Most High. And in being children of the Most High, you have the power over anything and everything. All you have to do is use his name, I am. Whatever you want to be, I am. That's what he told Moses. He told Moses, tell him I am that I am sent you. And if I am that I am sent all of us angels down here to be light workers, to be empaths. Empaths means empathetic. When somebody is down, somebody is having a hard time, empaths swoop in and encourage them and make them know they can make it. I'm a light worker. A light worker because not only have I the capacity of being an empath to encourage, to bless. I also have spiritual gifts. And in those spiritual gifts, I use them for good. I don't use them for evil. So that's what light workers do. All of the light workers that I'm talking to, you all have gifts. You may have a thought and go, why did I think about so-and-so? And you give them a call and you find out they're going through so much. Or there's somebody in their family is going through so much. And they needed to hear something good from you. Then you pray for them. Okay? And while you're praying, you're also saying in your mind, you are well. You are healed. Nothing shall bother you. I take it out of you. I take it out of you and I destroy whatever is in you that's causing you to go through all the things you're going through. Now, is that saying that we as light workers, that we will never be bothered with people who will be against us? No. There's always somebody out there. I often watch these television shows with the hero and, you know, people coming out of the woodworks at them. That's what that reminds me of. You're always in a fight. And you're always shining light in a dark world. That's why my name is Light Over Darkness. I will not let the darkness of this world or the darkness of anybody else stop me from using my gift that God gave me, from using my way of doing whatever He has me to do. It may seem silly to others. It may seem unorthodox, you know, but I've got to do what God tells me to do. If God tells me to go out there and get a rock and put it on my table, I'm going to go get that rock. And I'm going to go get that rock quick and put it on my table. I never know what it's for. You never know what it's for. So, when people bother you, or you walk by and you sense that evil spirit, and you don't have any water to throw on it, because what does water do? Water puts out fire, right? So you don't have any water to throw on it, because if you do throw the water on it, then what? They be ready to fight. Then you got a real fight on it. Then you got a who all the rest of your light workers to come together and help you fight this fight. So, to prevent all of that, what I would do is inwardly pray. And like I said, to say to that person, God bless you. In other words, you're going to need it. Because evidently there's something in you that caused you to attack me physically or mentally or through your mouth. I've often had ladies who pretended to be my friends and ended up being against me. Or as soon as they try to befriend me, then all of a sudden they're too busy to be bothered. Or they want to talk about what they got, like, you know, a comparison. And I don't believe in that. Sisters, whatever y'all got, good for you, babe. Keep going. Keep being blessed. I want you to be blessed. I would want everybody around me to be blessed. But don't come trying to take what I have. Don't take my peace. Don't take my money. And for sure, don't take my love. Because what God had for me is for me. My love that I have in my life is for me. My money that I have in my life is for me. Because I've worked long and hard for it. hard for it. It's a hard journey being a light worker and learning your place and learning what you are about. I remember when God told me one day to go to New York to live. I'd never been to New York, but he told me to go to New York. And when I went to New York, I met a woman who gave me my place to stay while I was there. And she was always encouraging me every day. She put a piece of paper on the window, a Post-it note, so I could have something to get up for in the morning to see. And then he made a group of people that were around there to be nice to me. And even when I was like wondering what was I going to eat or whatever, they would always go get me something to eat. They were from Jamaica. Shout out. And they would come. I would be outside. I always took a walk. I love to walk. So I was taking a walk. And they said, "Hey, you ate anything today?" And I said, "Not yet, you know." And they said, "Come on, we're getting ready. A group of us are getting ready to go over to the restaurant and get some Jamaican chicken. What do you know what it is? And some rice and all that, and some stewed beef and all this great food." And I was like, oh, I was gonna eat a little later. They're like, "Girl, come on here and go with us." And so I would go, and they ended up being my best friends. And it was so wonderful. I no longer felt alone. And the people that I had originally went down there supposedly knowing, they acted like they didn't know me. See? They thought I was going to fail. But God told me 3 months. I stayed there 3 months. And I loved every minute of it. So you have to follow your direction from God. When God directs you, walk therein. Let nobody stop you from doing what God has for you. Because what God has for you is for you, honey. So don't worry about, and I'm saying this to me too, don't worry about people who don't like you, who don't care for you, who make fun of you, who treat you like you're beneath them and just out and out bother you. Don't worry about them. They will meet their own situation and they'll need you again. And when they see you, they'll be like, I've been thinking about you. Why? Because they're going through so much hell. And you look like you've been having the time of your life. That's how it works. That's how it works. You've got to just do what God wants you to do. Don't let them bother you. If you feel a bad spirit, move away from it. If someone tries to hurt you, move away from them. It's not a method of, you don't always have to fight. See, I know somebody and she's always ready to fight. Always ready to fight. And that is she has a little bit of me in her, so she's my daughter. She has a little bit of me in her. Always ready to roll, honey. Roll, roll, roll. Let's go. But you know what? After you get a certain age, you no longer want to roll anymore. You no longer want to cuss people out and talk about their mama. I was good at that. Talk about their mom. Talk about their mother and just do things that aggravate them. You know, because they're aggravating you. You know, tit for tat. So you can't always do that because after a while, you're taking in their spirit. You're taking in their evilness, their meanness, their deceit. And that's what they want. It's like when you go toe-to-toe with them, what they say is going into you. What they do is causing you to react. And you don't want to be a reactor. You want to walk in your gift as a light worker. You don't want to work in the gift of darkness. So don't let them upset you. Don't let them cause you to fall. Stay in your lane. Do your job. And move on. Just move on. I'm not saying stand there and be hurt. Like I said, just tell them God bless you and keep it moving. Because when you say God bless you, you've allowed your spirit to go into them. It's like a spirit transfer. But their spirit can't go into you because light overshines darkness. Anytime you walk into a dark room and you turn on the light, does not the darkness go away? Think about that one. So you be the light that is turned on so darkness can go away. And before you know it, we'll be all lit up. And we will be shining all over this world. We're in the 5th dimension, which means we're closer to heaven. We're in 2020, which means our vision, our psychic abilities are stronger. We can see a little bit better. So that's what I have for you today, angels. My beautiful, beautiful angels. I love you. I love you all. I love you from the top of your head to the sole of your feet and everything within. Okay. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. First and foremost, subscribe so that you can be notified every time I have a video, and you're one of the first people to get it. And then you can learn more about spirituality and the things of God from me that He's given me to give to you. So this is Angel, Light Over Darkness 33, signing out. I miss you. I love you with the love of God. Bye.